Man, what's going on, man? Welcome to HDiiTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Listen, I'm gonna say this one time. People, they don't understand the game of football. I did the overreaction videos to show people how to watch the game and see the game from a person who played it or a person who's coached it before. People trying to say, the Eagles secondary is trash and it's like their safeties and corners aren't the problem. The problem, like most of the time for them, is that they don't align in the right positions. Like when the team motions against teams that motion a lot, like the Niners, they have a tough time switching assignments. That's their problem. That doesn't mean it just means their communication's off. To me, if you have a inside backer, what I was trying to tell people, what that does is that alleviates the pressure for the front seven. The front seven, they need a guy who could come down and crash them holes to keep the running back from breaking, because the Eagles are very weak at middle linebacker. They run a 4-2-5, and when you're doing that, you put a lot of pressure on your ends and your middle linebackers, because some of these guys are masquerading as linebackers and they're not. They're safeties trying to play linebacker. And they're too light in the ass. So when they try to go in there, when the running back when a running back or a blocker come through the B gap or off a pull, off a counter or off a veer or a lead, they're getting their head torn apart. And that's what was happening. Philly was getting pushed back. Excuse me. So that's the problem with them, but it's just one game. Everybody act like a one game, it's over for Philly. It's like, no, it's not over. People want it to be over, and hey, that's understandable. You want it to be over, cool. But I don't think it's over. I really don't believe it's over. I believe it's a long postseason coming up. This weekend, the rest of these weeks coming up, we're going to see the best and we're going to see the worst. We're going to see some teams that aren't even supposed to win that mess around and win. So, that's what we want to see. That's what we're aiming for. Now, what is this idiot doing? This idiot about to hit the damn median and going fast like crazy. But, yeah, didn't want to make a long video. It's just that people always trying to test your knowledge of the game. And it's like, listen, man, you don't know nothing. A lot of y'all don't know nothing. A lot of y'all are picking Miami to win the AFC, which is a good choice if you do pick them. But a team who is Tyreek Hill or bust, if I take Tyreek Hill from you, how good is Tuna? People starting to see what I'm seeing in a lot of these quarterbacks. You still have the same tropes, the same BS going on with the disrespect of players, but some players ain't been called out because they never gonna be called out. It's a part of the business. Excuse me. Now, I saw the Resident Evil, the show Infinite Darkness. That's a little series. And then I think the other one's called Something Island. It was okay. The plots were good. I liked it. I just wish it would have been a little longer. I think they could have made it 2 hours or 2.5 hours. But I understand. Now, Infinite Darkness is about a ploy to cover up on what happened in, well, was supposed to be the Middle East. They call it something else. And basically, the chick, I can't think of her name, Redfield, she's there. And then, of course, Leon is there. You know, Leon, of course, is the guy from the first Resident Evil, the police officer, where he basically dealt with the zombies and everything attack after the T-virus was released, and the attack on the mansion and everything. And then I think he's from the second Resident Evil that had to do with the police station. And Leon was a part of that, I believe. But they're trying to make series out of these, because the real life series, that didn't get renewed for a second season, which I told everybody it wasn't, because it was terrible. It was trash. Just trash as hell. Excuse me. So, you know, they basically uncovered, on Infinite Darkness, they uncovered what happened with the soldiers there. The soldiers that survived. It was exposed that the Secretary of Defense was behind everything, because he wanted to start a war. He wanted to put people in that country because he wanted to start a war with China, which he would release guys who got infected. He was going to put them in China, where, you know, they could take them out easy. Now, at the end, I think we had somebody he was talking to. It might have been Weston, I believe. I think that's what they call him. I think that's what they call him. But it was dope. And then the one with the island stuff, it was a guy trying to spread a virus through the wasp, through little insects. They would spread, and then they could target somebody and just give them the disease, and then that person who was infected could infect even more. They wanted to turn the whole world into darkness. But luckily they stopped it. The Redfield brother and sister, Leon, and of course Jill Valentine, basically stopped them. Now the first one is Leon and Redfield. Leon is, you know, trying to stop these two people. The one guy who was the captain of the team, he lost his whole team to suicide. So he turned into a monster near the end, and he infected the Secretary of Defense. But he wanted to make it outside so he can infect people and put people in darkness. So, and then the other one, which was the island, that's what that was. Now the first one was about the army who went into what is Saudi Arabia, what you would call it, and they basically were running tests and experiments. They were experimenting there, and one of the kids was traumatized seeing all the people being eaten and killed alive by the infected. So he set them up. So the Secretary of Defense, who was the general at the time, set all of them up to try to get the war kicked off, and they were going to go from there. But I give Infinite Darkness 3.5 out of 4. I thought it was very well put together. I like the espionage. I love how the plan came out. I love how they showed the flashbacks of what happened. You know, so you could get caught up to what was going on. Now, what was I gonna say? Excuse me. Now, the second movie, I give that 2.5 out of 4. I felt like it was just thrown together. It was rushed. To me, they should have made it more like a series, like they did Infinite Darkness instead of a movie. And some of the plots were very weak. The idea of it was very smart, but the delivery, some of the characters, it was like, what are we doing? To me, they had too many characters. To me, you should have just had Jill Valentine and Chris Redfield, because you just did one with the girl and I forgot what I said, lost train of thought. But so it is what it is. But they were good. I just felt like the second one could have been a little better, you know. Now, Legacy of Monsters, episode 4. I'm finna watch the other one tonight. I think episode 5's tonight. Episode 4, they basically found where his dad was at. Basically, the girl, the black girl who foot got caught in the water. Now she's like about to get frostbite. So they got to find a place to go. The Japanese kid, the boy, not Kurt Russell, but the boy, he went and searched for a place that he saw from the sky. Nobody wanted to believe him, and he went to go do it. And then he radioed in for help because the monster, they thought the monster was spitting out freeze and stuff, like spitting out the cold, and that wasn't it. It was absorbing the heat, and when he absorbs the heat, it makes it cold because of where they're at. So it was bringing in the heat, and Kurt Russell figured that out at the last second and set something off to kind of make a diversion. People came and rescued them because the brother he on radio for help. He found the radio thing put together, so he knows his dad is alive. Now Monarch done caught up to him. Well, not Monarch, but like secret assassin people done caught up to him. You know. And to me, it's like, come on. You know. So that's how it is. But Monarch is going hard right now. 4th episode was okay. I just felt like they could have dove into a little more tropes. And I'm just tired of the black chick just blaming the dude for no reason. I'm like, why are you blaming this guy? So, but yeah, I mean, it go hard so far. To me, I think we're gonna see some more stuff. In episode 3, we got to see Godzilla, you know, get hit by the nuclear weapon. But unbeknownst to them, they don't understand that don't really hurt him. Nuclear weapon actually makes him stronger, from what we've seen in the past and now. But the series has been good, great storytelling. you're flushing out the characters. You know, we got the two brother and sister. The sister's starting to get better. She's starting to realize some things, you know. So, you know how it is. So the thing is, it's going according to plan. We're going to see where the monarch agents take them, which most likely they're probably going to take them, to interrogate them, see what's going on. And we're going to see who's going to be loyal, who not. So that's what's going to happen. We're going to get some better shows, hopefully. The Resident Evil Infinite Darkness, like I was saying, that's 3.5 out of 4 to me. The other one, the island one, where they're on the island, that's like 2.5 out of 4. Legacy of Monsters, I give it like a 3.5. Well, a 3. I give it a 3 out of 4 right now. I want to see some more stuff before I give my ultimate review. So, just had to tell you guys that, just something quick. Oh, and also, like I was saying earlier, that I know the game of football. I know all of it. You know, don't come to my page trying to question my knowledge. You know, when I got more than you. So we'll see what's up. We'll see what's up. But I'ma holler at y'all later, man. Thank y'all for listening and continuously supporting the page. I'm out. Easy.